curiosity about some of the sites in Egypt.
If I can take a stand as a person independent of these two respected gentlemen, in my opinion, Quebec and the Sphinx or Old Kingdom Egypt can't be compared. They are separated by millennia of history. It's different type of architecture, it's different type of culture, my opinion. And of course, we can't expand on this topic any further at this moment, because most of us, most of you, are not familiar with the issues. But take some time in the evening, look it up on Google, and you will see if there are common points, common characteristics in between these two places. And I leave it open to your judgment.
The argument about the Sphinx made by Dr. Mark Langer some years ago was that the Sphinx couldn't possibly be 12,000 years old because there was no other site, no other megalithic site anywhere in the world which was anywhere in the range of 12,000 years old. When we have a major discovery conducted by a respected archaeological institute in Turkey of a major megalithic site, which is 11,600 years old, I believe it vitiates that argument against an absence of context for the Sphinx, which is also a megalithic monument. By the way, I have no argument with Dr. Hawass over the dating of the pyramids. It's the megalithic sites here at Giza that are of interest to me.
Okay, thank you. More questions, perhaps? Yes.
Thank you very much for your lecture. It was very interesting. I was doing some Googling before here just to educate myself a little bit, and I was quite surprised to see that there was an association of your name with the Association of Research and Enlightenment. And I was just wondering if you could comment on that and, any past
Casey.
Yeah, exactly. Any past present.
I have to tell you, I became to be a good friend of Mark Klinger. And Mark came actually to Egypt to investigate if Casey is true or not. He believed in Edgar Casey. Then he came here. He became a good friend of mine. And I convinced him, and he worked with me for a long time. And I told him, go and study. And he did go to study at the American University. He took his degree. And I went to University of Pennsylvania. He went to Yale University. We came back to work. Then we began. I did lecture 2 or 3 times in Virginia Beach, telling them that they are wrong of what they believe. And that's my association with Edgar Casey Foundation.
Okay, and nothing beyond that, nothing else present?
If there is anything, I will tell you.
Pardon?
If there is anything else, I will tell you. They asked me to go back last year. I said no. That's it. That's enough.
There is space for one last question.
Okay, I've got it. You gave a grand presentation of almost everything on the Giza Plateau, but you didn't show anything or speak about the temple that's next to the Sphinx with the enormous megaliths.
I talked about it today.
Did you?
And I wouldn't, not here. I talked about this morning and I explained why this temple exists. And I said this is the first sun temple and it has a niche on the east for the rising sun and one in the west for the setting sun, 24 pillars, and I explained why the Sphinx has these 2 poles in that temple. If you say that the Sphinx is dated to Khufu, you have to tell me why. We believe it's dated to Khafre, no why. And therefore, everyone who talked about the age of the Sphinx and goes back before, why it's built there, is to prove something hidden underneath. We did the drilling. There is nothing. The Sphinx is a solid rock and living rock. And I'm tired and I cannot talk anymore. Thank you very much.